Hey, what's up? Hank Klinger here, coming to you from beautiful London, England, once again, up in Hampstead Heath. Come out here sometimes when it's nice and go through runs in the forest. And today, coming from this beautiful forest, I wanted to shoot a video about fear. About what I learned about fear after 8 years on the Bering Sea as a fisherman in the Gulf of Alaska, and 8 years as a intravenous drug user. You know, I've been clean now for about 3 years. March 24th will be 3 years clean. And I've seen a lot. I've experienced a lot. I'm in London now. You know, I've been all over the world, literally, so many countries, and lived with so many types of people and done so many amazing things. And I can tell you, you know, fear is probably one of the greatest things that's ever happened to me. It's one of the greatest things, one of the things that I embrace the most. A lot of people try to shy away from fear, you know, but I've learned that fear and excitement are just a breath away, you know, and if it wasn't for fear, I wouldn't be where I am right now. You know, it was scary to quit doing drugs. It was scary to jump on airplanes and go to countries I'd never been to. It was scary to try new things. It was scary to leave sorry about that sun. It was scary for me to leave my hometown, you know, when I was 23 years old, and take off with a backpack up to Alaska and just see what life had for me, and to take it by the horns, you know. And I learned, though, that without the risks, without the fear, you achieve nothing in life. You know, the fear is a part of life. It's telling us that we're stepping out of our comfort zone, which is one of the keys to success. Wherever you're at right now, your success is just on the other side of fear. Your dreams are just on the other side of fear. And I want to encourage you, the next time that you're feeling fear well up inside of you, take a deep breath. You're going to notice maybe that fear is just excitement. Maybe it's just because you're trying something new, because you're learning something new, because you're growing, you're progressing, because we're conditioned in life to do things over and over again. We're creatures of habit, and we're told that there's things that we're supposed to do in life. We're supposed to work 9 to 5. We're supposed to work 40 hours a week. I'll tell you right now that that's not true. I haven't worked a 40-hour-a-week job in 8 years. I tried one time in the last 3 years, and it drove me crazy. I almost jumped off a bridge, you know, and that's still a joke. I mean, I didn't really do it, but every time I walked over a bridge going back home after work, I was like, man, I should just jump off this thing. I can't take living in a 40-hour-a-week job, you know? It's like taking a bear out of the forest and stick it in a cage, you know? Eventually it loses its fight, and that's what happens to a lot of people out there in the world. Maybe that's what's happened to you. Maybe you're watching this video right now and you want so much for a better way of life, you know, but you don't know what to do. Well, I'm here to tell you that that better way of life is totally possible. Sorry, there's somebody walking over here. I'm gonna go ahead and keep shooting this video anyway. But I'm gonna tell you that there is so much out there in life. I've taken so many risks. I've overcome so much fear, and I've seen so many people do the same thing. You know, it's taken me to places like Bali, where I've got to dive with manta rays that were 4 or 5 meters across. Nothing like it in the world. It took me to the Bering Sea. You know, overcoming fear allowed me to quit heroin. Thank God for that fear, right? Thank God for overcoming it. And thank God for the excitement that happens now when I get afraid, because I know that I'm headed in the right direction. And I'll encourage you that if you're afraid, you're heading in the right direction, okay? If you're afraid of trying something, you're heading in the right direction. You need to do it. You need to lean into your fear. And the more that you lean into your fears, you're going to find that eventually the leaning is going to start turning into running. And then eventually you're going to start smashing through those fears, those obstacles, and you're really going to start creating the life that you want. The self that you're always defending, that's causing all those fears, is going to start falling behind you. It's not going to be able to keep up. Because once you gain momentum towards your dreams, the self, the ego, the shame, the guilt, it can't keep up with you. It can't keep up with you when you got momentum. It can't keep up with you when you have clear goals. It can't keep up with you when you do whatever it takes. When you start working so hard that you don't even have time to think about the fear, right? And that's when your life starts to transform. You start to gain your freedom more and more. Every day you start to wake up with a smile on your face. You breathe deep. You come out in places like this, you just enjoy nature. Because you know there's nothing to worry about. Fundamentally, deep down inside, there's nothing to worry about, you know, fundamentally. Of course, you're still going to be afraid of things like sticking your hand in the fire. You're still going to be afraid of things like jumping off cliffs, but that's a good thing. That's healthy fear. But the other fears, the fear of poverty, the fear of failure, the fear of success, the fear of criticism, the fear of rejection. All that fear is going to fall away. And you, the person you are deep down inside, your true self, that's going to emerge. Maybe you're feeling it right now as you watch this video, because fundamentally deep down inside you know what I'm talking about. You've had moments, you've had glimpses where the fear falls away, where you do things that you didn't know you were capable of. And I'm telling you that you can do them anytime. You can do them right now. You can do things that you can't even imagine, right? Limitless. Human beings are limitless. Yes, we make mistakes. We make failures. But mistakes, failures, risks, those are the parents of success. Those are what teach us the things we need to do to overcome the fears, that teach us the strategies, the skills we need to succeed in life. So I want to encourage you that if you're afraid, get excited. Take a deep breath and dive in. Click the link below this video, enter your email on the next screen, and get started on something new. My name's Hank Klinger, and I'll see you guys inside. Take care.